Hey, Celtics Nation. We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Boston Celtics. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. This way, you'll always stay up to date and never miss out on any exclusive news. The basketball world is shaking to its core tonight as the Boston Celtics have reportedly closed a monumental deal to bring Damian LILLARD into the fold, a move that could reshape the entire landscape of the NBA. Insiders suggest that this isn't just a standard trade. It's a seismic shift, a statement by a franchise that has long been hungry for a title and is now signaling that patience has run its course. The whispers began weeks ago, rumors swirling around the league offices and social media, each tidbit more tantalizing than the last, until tonight it allegedly culminated in what could be described as the most audacious acquisition of the modern era. Analysts are already scrambling to calculate the financial intricacies, potential cap implications, and long-term strategies that could stem from this deal, knowing full well that adding a player of LILLARD's caliber does more than improve a roster. It transforms the identity of the team. Celtics fans are reportedly in disbelief, alternating between pure excitement and cautious optimism, aware that while talent is undeniable, chemistry, team dynamics, and the shadow of expectations could all determine whether this gamble pays off. The conversation now is not merely about the trade itself, but the reverberations it will send throughout the NBA hierarchy, potentially forcing rivals to rethink their own strategies and roster constructions. Sources indicate that the agreement includes a combination of draft picks, young talents, and perhaps even some surprising contractual maneuvers that make this deal as complex as it is groundbreaking. The Celtics, known historically for their strategic precision and meticulous planning, apparently saw an opportunity too compelling to pass up, risking immediate cap flexibility for a potential generational impact. Meanwhile, speculation about how LILLARD will mesh with established stars like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown is reaching fever pitch, with every pundit and fan theorist crafting their own version of what-if scenarios. Social media has erupted with endless threads, memes, and hot takes, some jubilant, some skeptical, all pointing to a narrative that feels larger than life. The pressure is already mounting on the front office, who must navigate not only on-court logistics, but also the immense off-court spotlight that accompanies such a high-profile acquisition. Historically, players of LILLARD's status have carried not only their scoring ability, but also leadership expectations, and the Celtics locker room is suddenly under intense scrutiny as everyone wonders whether the fusion of personalities will ignite a championship run or create unforeseen friction. While the contract's financial details remain tightly held, early leaks suggest a mega agreement that pushes the boundaries of modern NBA economics, signaling both commitment and risk in equal measure, leaving league executives and fans alike reevaluating their benchmarks for what constitutes a blockbuster move in contemporary basketball. League insiders emphasize that this deal represents more than just a single roster adjustment. It signals a philosophy shift at the very core of the Celtics organization. For years, Boston has cultivated a reputation for patience, emphasizing the growth of younger players, strategic draft acquisitions, and steady, incremental improvement, but the arrival of LILLARD could indicate a willingness to abandon incrementalism in favor of an aggressive, now-or-never approach. The implications extend beyond Boston, sending ripples through the entire Eastern Conference, where teams must now account for a Celtics squad with arguably the most potent backcourt threat since the team's historical dynasties. Discussions among coaches, analysts, and former players are already heating up, each weighing in on how LILLARD's presence might alter defensive schemes, offensive spacing, and late-game decision-making. Simultaneously, speculation about whether this is part of a longer-term blueprint, potentially involving additional acquisitions or strategic trades, has everyone guessing about Boston's endgame. Fans, meanwhile, are polarizing into two camps. Those fully embracing the hype, imagining championship banners, and those wary of the enormous expectations, mindful of the lessons from past high-profile acquisitions that didn't achieve immediate glory. The dialogue isn't just about basketball. It's about identity, pressure, and the delicate balance between star power and team cohesion, leaving everyone from commentators to casual followers glued to updates. Meanwhile, the media frenzy surrounding the trade is unprecedented, with coverage spanning every major sports outlet, countless podcasts, and viral social media threads dissecting every possible angle. Analysts are poring over tape, examining Lillard's performance in various clutch situations, his adaptability within different offensive schemes, and his synergy potential with Boston's established core. The chatter ranges from tactical deep dives to speculative emotional narratives, with each outlet attempting to capture the significance of this moment in NBA history. Historical comparisons are unavoidable, as pundits cite prior landmark trades and signings, debating whether this move could rival any previous roster transformation in its magnitude and potential impact. Conversations about leadership, playoff resilience, and the mental toughness Lillard brings are dominating airwaves, as people attempt to forecast how this single move might shift the balance of power in the league. Every post, tweet, and opinion piece contributes to a sense of urgency, amplifying the drama and creating a narrative where Boston is no longer merely a contender. They are, at least on paper, a potential dynasty in the making. Even former players are weighing in, sharing personal anecdotes and professional insight, adding a layer of legitimacy and intensity to what is already shaping up to be the story of the season. Some sources hint that Lillard's decision to join Boston was influenced by a combination of personal ambition and strategic timing, with the player seeking a platform that maximizes both competitive opportunity and legacy potential. Rumors suggest private conversations with key figures in the Celtics organization, late-night calls, and strategic meetings that gradually aligned both parties' visions. The narrative is rich with intrigue, as whispers indicate that the alignment wasn't accidental, but rather the result of careful negotiation and mutual recognition of shared goals, blending Lillard's championship aspirations with Boston's desire for an immediate competitive edge. The back-and-forth negotiations reportedly involved nuanced compromises, balancing salary cap realities, player roles, and long-term team sustainability. Behind the scenes, staff members, agents, and advisors orchestrated a dance of strategy and persuasion, underscoring the complexity of acquiring a talent of Lillard's caliber. The story has captured the imagination of the league and its fan base, transforming from a simple trade rumor into an epic saga, highlighting the lengths to which elite franchises go to secure a single transformative player. Every new detail adds layers to the narrative, fostering anticipation, speculation, and endless debate about the potential ripple effects across multiple seasons, making it arguably the most talked-about development in basketball history in recent memory. At this point, the Celtics front office faces an enormous challenge, integrating one of the league's most dominant scorers into an already strong, championship-caliber roster without disrupting chemistry. Lillard's style, known for deep-range shooting, late-game heroics, and leadership under pressure, must harmonize with Boston's strategic systems, defensive schemes, and existing star hierarchy. Observers are dissecting every angle, from rotation adjustments to play calling, projecting potential scenarios where Lillard's presence could unlock new dimensions of offensive fluidity or, conversely, introduce friction in high-pressure playoff situations. Coaches and staff are likely planning countless simulations, balancing individual talent with team cohesion, while fans anxiously speculate whether this will finally break the championship drought or set up a season of dramatic learning curves. The hype is palpable, with merchandise, social media trends, and fan engagement reaching levels rarely seen, creating a cultural moment that transcends sport. Beyond basketball, this acquisition is becoming a statement about ambition, risk tolerance, and the pursuit of greatness, representing a calculated gamble where the potential rewards could define an era for Boston. The narrative is fluid, ever-evolving, and brimming with suspense, leaving everyone waiting for the next twist in a story that feels larger than life. As the news of Damian Lillard joining the Boston Celtics spreads like wildfire, speculation about the immediate impact on the team's championship odds is reaching a fever pitch, with analysts, former players, and fans weighing in with countless theories. The whispers aren't just about scoring. They're about leadership, poise under pressure, and the cultural imprint Lillard could leave on the Celtics organization. Rumors suggest that his influence in the locker room could reshape attitudes, training habits, and even the strategic approach to critical playoff matchups. Insiders are already debating how rotations might change, whether Lillard will assume primary ball-handling duties, and how Tatum and Brown might adjust their games to accommodate a superstar accustomed to being the focal point. Social media threads are exploding with animated discussions, memes, and hypothetical lineups, while podcasts are dedicating entire episodes to dissecting every possible scenario, ranging from immediate dominance in the Eastern Conference to potential chemistry challenges. The energy surrounding Boston feels electric, as if the city itself has been injected with adrenaline, eager to see whether this audacious move will finally deliver the elusive championship glory that fans have long awaited. Beyond tactics, the story has a human element. Lillard's personal journey, his decision-making process, and the narrative of ambition intersect with the rich history of the Celtics, creating a drama that transcends the court and captures imagination on a cultural scale, making every game next season feel like a historic event in the making. But before we continue, please remember to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest news about the Boston Celtics. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Industry insiders hint that this mega agreement wasn't just a reactionary move. It's part of a carefully plotted strategy designed to maximize Boston's competitiveness for the foreseeable future. Discussions suggest that management weighed potential trades, salary cap implications, and the ripple effect across multiple seasons before committing to Lillard, indicating a long-term vision that extends far beyond immediate gratification. The deal is rumored to include a mix of future draft picks, strategic roster adjustments, and creative contractual structures, highlighting the team's commitment to winning now while attempting to preserve flexibility for upcoming seasons. Analysts are breaking down every nuance, from how Lillard's skill set complements Boston's spacing to potential defensive adjustments that could redefine matchups in the Eastern Conference. Fans are obsessively calculating possibilities, imagining late-game heroics, clutch three-pointers, and cinematic playoff moments, while skeptics caution that integrating a high-usage star into an established framework could come with risks, including diminished ball movement or internal tension. The narrative is electric, blending hope, risk, and ambition into a story that reads more like a suspense thriller than a sports transaction, keeping every observer on edge as anticipation builds for the official announcement and the first public glimpses of this newly forged super team in action on the hardwood. Meanwhile, speculation about how this move will reverberate across the league is intensifying, with rival teams reportedly recalibrating strategies in response to the Celtics' newfound firepower. Rumors indicate that front offices in cities like Milwaukee, Philadelphia, and Miami are exploring their options, considering both defensive countermeasures and potential high-profile acquisitions to match Boston's threat level. Analysts are crafting scenario analyses, debating whether Lillard's addition tips the balance of power permanently or triggers a competitive arms race in the Eastern Conference. The conversations go beyond box scores, encompassing coaching adjustments, defensive rotations, and how opposing star players will respond to a Celtics backcourt capable of high-octane scoring combined with tactical flexibility. Fans are already theorizing about playoff matchups, imagining scenarios where Lillard's experience in pressure-packed moments could elevate Boston beyond teams that rely solely on raw talent. The narrative extends beyond a single season. Whispers suggest Boston might be positioning itself for a multi-year dynasty, leveraging Lillard's prime years to cement a legacy while also attracting future free agents intrigued by the team's audacity. The league itself seems to hold its breath, watching as one decision potentially rewrites the script of the upcoming NBA seasons, turning every tip-off, every timeout, and every highlight reel into chapters of an unfolding saga that feels part sport, part legend, and entirely electrifying for fans worldwide. Insiders also suggest that Lillard's influence could reach far beyond the court, affecting Boston's marketing strategies, fan engagement initiatives, and even local culture. The city's social media presence has reportedly exploded, with hashtags, videos, and fan reactions trending globally, creating a phenomenon that merges sport with spectacle. Merchandising teams are said to be scrambling to capitalize on potential jersey sales, while local businesses are preparing for heightened foot traffic on game days, reflecting the broader economic and cultural ripple effects of such a high-profile signing. The narrative has transcended basketball, becoming a story about ambition, legacy, and the audacity to chase greatness in the modern era. Conversations in sports bars, offices, and social media platforms alike revolve around not just what Lillard can do with the ball, but how his presence might alter the perception of the Celtics franchise itself, transforming the team into a symbol of boldness, calculated risk, and championship aspiration. Observers are analyzing interviews, past performances, and subtle hints from team personnel, attempting to read between the lines and uncover hidden strategies. Even the tone of press conferences, media training, and public appearances is under scrutiny, as every gesture and word could signal how seamlessly this union will unfold, heightening anticipation and speculation to levels rarely seen in modern professional sports. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Boston Celtics, please subscribe to our channel and give the video a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.